Hello, going to be taking a look at Battlefield 1 performance. So we're running at 1440p. We're going to have VSync off, that's not going to matter too much though. FOV's at 100, this will slightly lower frame rate the higher you have it. I like to have it around about 100, it does go all the way up to 120. I think that looks a bit stretched personally. And motion blur is also going to be off. On the advanced side, we are running at native resolution with DX11 because DX12 causes min frame rate issues on AMD and Intel CPUs at the moment. GPU memory restriction is off, but as you'll see this don't matter too much because on this GTX 1070 we have 8 gigs of VRAM and this card uses about half, well this game uses about half of that. And all this is just max settings with TAA as our anti-aliasing and our AO is going to be the HBAO NVIDIA effect. So I'm going to jump into a multiplayer game here, and then we're going to see the performance, and then we're going to drop it down a little bit on the settings, and show performance on that as well. So we can get into this one. 4th in queue. That happened quick. Let's just go quick match. I shall put the overlay on, now that we're actually going into the game. Something I found as well is, by the way, I'm on 2630 V3 Xeon as the CPU, cores 16 threads. I find this game generally doesn't use all of my cores and threads, or at least not heavily. I thought it would, since everybody usually talks about how Battlefield is so like optimized for 8 cores. I think people have been saying that since Battlefield 3 at least, but it doesn't seem to be. On the GPU usage side, that's the power requirements, this is the actual GPU usage. Clock speed, we're running at stock clocks. Memory speed and then memory usage. Right, let's get in here. Oh, we can't join apples. He makes a private squad, damn it. So at the moment we have 49 players in here. Oh, let's get in there. Buggy, let's go some. So, what's people in? Generally I found this game to run around about 65 to 90 FPS on ultra settings. And we shall show it here, and then I shall turn it down to show some settings that can help you on the VRAM side and also help you on the performance side. I don't really trust this driver.
Wie lauten unsere Befehle, Feldhebel?
Let's request some orders. Is that guy trying to shoot down the seagulls? I love randomers. So on ultra settings, as you can see, like everybody's charging up. I'll be doing this. Tessellations, quite good on this. Good definition on the stones there. Texture quality seems really good, especially on the player models and on the vehicles. Grass density is also pretty high. There's a setting for this. And generally just looks really good. Is that an enemy plane?
Jerry, von oben!
Yeah. So as we go towards the blimp here, we should see some combat, for better or worse.
We have taken objective Duff.
For worse. Get blown away straight away. Right, you can see there it's dipping to actually low 60s inside all this smoke. Oh, it's about to change the options, but we're live again.
Für dich, Kamerad. Erste Hilfe.
You see the weapon detail on this game is also really good. I know I'm a bit late to playing this one, but it just went on sale. I didn't really want to spend 50 quid on it. lot. The smoke effects, I've even heard that on like lower settings you can see better because all this smoke. But, oh well, it looks good, we'll keep it on. Let's use the tank as cover. So you can see on the cores there, like, core 10 is actually dropping below 5%. Core 14 is at, like, also below 10%. Core 16 is below 20. Core 4 isn't as much, core 1's not much. Oh! Ow. Well, I'm trying to look at performance. But yeah, it seems very heavy on CPU 2 and 3, and also 7. So, it tends to use 3 cores really heavily. But, oh shit. Oh, we catch some injured. Or at least I missed. I got your teammate.
Lass mich deine Wunden versorgen.
We are losing objective Duff.
Right, as soon as I die, we'll change up to the settings here. Oh, that's an enemy. I thought that was our vehicle pushed up.
Erste Hilfe.
Excuse me.
Stimmt schon.
Hello.
Aufpassen, Sturmsoldat.
Ah, bad shooting. Right, now we shall change the video options up. So you can, if you need more VRAM, you can actually leave texture quality and filtering at ultra. If you turn your lighting down to medium, lighting's always a good one to turn down. Effects to high, post-process down to high, undergrowth down to medium, and terrain down to high. So just knock a few things down. If we resume game. And if we spawn back over by the town, you can see the terrain still looks really good. Like, the game doesn't look noticeably worse. And if we go back over to the grass, grass looks pretty much the same. Frame rate's gone up some though. We're now in high 80s, or mid to high 80s. And let's see what it's like when we're back inside this
We are
blimp.
losing objective butter.
What's happening? Yeah, we're actually in mid 80s in here, rather than 60 to 70. It's not good, that's good.
We are losing objective Charlie.
He just ran into the gas and decided to end his own life. Get out of the way, teammate. Yeah, there's... See, the smoke effects still look good. I think they look lesser now, actually. I'm not entirely sure, because I'm not sure if it's as the map goes on, but the smoke here doesn't look as dense as it did. We can actually see through. But that might just be due to the map changing. It's really weird. These kind of carbines are kind of what I missed from World War II era games. Don't bring this back out. Oh, we don't even have a C. Really high frame rates as we die there, so you can see it. Ow.
Damit kommst du auf die Beine.
Please stop shooting me. I would test it in single player, but CPU usage. So on these settings you can expect around about 80 FPS, and as I said, keep in mind this is on a non-overclocked 1070. I thought I'd just do this as a baseline, and it is the Founders model, hence the 83 degrees. I don't have a fan curve set up at the moment, it's all stock. If I set up a custom fan curve I can keep it around about mid-70s.
Da, ein Maschinengewehr.
Yeah, I predicted the gas grenade. If you ever play this, something you'll know is people just love to throw gas grenades at everything. And what gas grenades do means you can't ADS. So it makes long range really challenging. Do you have any squad orders?
Die lauten unsere Befehle.
Let's ask for some.
We have taken objective apples.
Also, if you play this, please give orders out. All we have to do is look at place and press Q, and you get loads of points for it.
We have taken objective Charlie.
So that goes on. Oh, 80 shots coming in. From him, I guess. Right. Once it gets safe, I'm going to bump it back up to Ultra. Options, video.
We have lost objective Duff.
And there we go. Right. That's pretty much all I have to say on the performance in terms of the game. It seems to be really well. Oh, also a quick note on the VRAM usage. It uses about 3.5 gig on the lowered settings, and I've seen it use up to about 4 gig on the higher settings. Which means on a 1060 you've got enough VRAM to run this Ultra. Oh, good damn. And even on stuff like RX 480, 290, 390X, 970 should be fine as well. At least close to Ultra. So, there's a weird bug when you get revived with the gun doing that. Yeah, VRAM usage doesn't seem to be as high as I thought it would be, especially if you've got things like Doom, Tomb Raider, and whatnot using anywhere from like 5 to 8 gigs, and this game uses 4 or less. Frostbite engine seems really good in that regard, so I'm guessing we should expect the same amount of Mass Effect in March, which I will be covering, and actually at release. Go on a horse.
Erste Hilfe, greif zu, Mann!
1 point of healing.
Maschinengewehr gesichtet!
I'm not sure what I tagged to next to him.
Hier, Erste Hilfe.
Right, let's get on a horse
We have lost objective
for
apples.
shits and giggles. I don't know how to use a horse. That was the best cavalry charge in human history. Right, so I've called it off there. As you can see, the game runs really well. I would like get in a plane and fly that around, but I cannot fly to save my life. Or anybody else's. Wow, the fog. Okay, I haven't actually seen this before, but this is a good indicator here. Doesn't seem to actually impact performance that much, which is nice. But yeah, that's a general gist. My CPU, by the way, and clock speed's at 2.2 GHz. So if you're wondering if you need a good CPU to run this, maybe just like decent single core performance, and then you're
We have
good.
taken objective
Like
apples.
2.2 GHz on this, and it's not holding back my graphics card, as you can see. It's at 99%. And I haven't been watching it, but I'm pretty sure it has been the entire game. So, not as CPU heavy as you'd think. Very heavy on the graphics card though, so on a 1070 you can expect about 65 to 90 as stock, and then any more if you're going to be overclocking. Yeah, this is perfect sniping conditions. I'm not sure why I came up here. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and I shall see you soon.